What's going on, Theater Mania? Darren Chris here, and we're talking about me doing Hedwig and the Angry Inch on Broadway right now.
We met early on after his explosion on Glee. A friend had a dinner, and he was just like all over me with the Hedwig and growing up with it in San Francisco, and he's like a queer straight boy, you know, growing up there. And he had a band, and it was like he had checked every box. So when it was time to think about other people, we were early on thinking about him.
There isn't anyone in Darren's generation who does all the things that he does as well as he does. He sings, he dances really well. You know, he learned his choreography for this in 2 days. Like he just knows how to do it.
He's our youngest Hedwig ever. He's wildly talented, as we know. He sings like a dream, and I think that he's going to have a surprisingly sly take on this woman, and he's going to surprise people in a way that I think that with some of our others you could sort of imagine what their Hedwig would be, and we were still surprised in lots of areas, but with him I think it's a real mystery. I don't think anyone can quite will have a strong sense of it until they walk into that room and watch what he unleashes. And I think that's going to be really fun for audiences who have seen the show to come back, and for his fans to see him do something really different.
Well, he's hilarious, first of all. He loves a fart joke. And such a nice, open, easygoing person. But yeah, so it's been really nice to work with Darren because we had never met before, but we have mutual friends, and everybody said he was awesome, and they were not wrong.
What's nice about having so many Hedwigs before me, and not just on Broadway, but off Broadway and around the world and on tour, is that you can kind of gather from the wisdom of the elder, so to speak. There's a lot of, like all great oral tradition, things get shifted in this game of telephone, gets passed on to the next recipient, and so as a result there's a cauldron of evil tricks that I can derive from. So I get to pick and choose which ones I like the most, and whether they're staging things or jokes, and then I can kind of put my own thing in there and kind of add to the narrative myself. So my Hedwig is an amalgamation of many before me, but she's still in the wigs and the heels and the and the outfits, so I don't know.